Streaming now, this is the Wood TV Live Desk.
Good evening, everyone. Phil Penarski here with the Wood TV Live Desk. Hope you're having a great night so far. Welcome to Week 7 of Football Frenzy. We have an absolutely packed show coming up on News 8 at 11 for the full frenzy, as we do every week. We have some scores, some highlights, everything in between from up to 19 games across West Michigan. Jack Doles and his crews have been all over this, and we will have everything you need to know in about 14 minutes. We had a late start here on the live desk. Do apologize for that, but as always, we're going to be giving you a preview of what you can expect coming up at the top of the hour. First off, let's start with our top 3 spotlight games of the week. First up, the undefeated Zeeland West Ducks hosted the 4-2 Muskegon Big Reds tonight. Both teams are undefeated in the OK Green Conference this season, and despite a slow start, Muskegon has rattled off 4 straight wins, but the Ducks have been so dominant this year. A crazy stat I found out today, they are outscoring their opponents 292 to 50. Absolutely insane. That next game on your screen there features 2 Portage teams as Northern took on Central. The Huskies are 6-0 and have scored 50 or more points in 3 games already this season. Would that continue, or would the Mustangs get revenge for their loss to the Huskies last season in this matchup? And speaking of revenge games, that final spotlight game for tonight, the Tri-County Vikings traveled to Big Rapids to take on the Cardinals. Big Rapids is on a 5-game winning streak, while Tri-County hasn't lost yet this season. One of those teams will have to lose tonight. Who will it be? We'll find out coming up in just a little bit. And again, these games and about 16 others will be shown on News 8 at 11, which is only about 13 minutes away. We're probably going to be leading you right up until then, so couldn't have picked a better way to start off the weekend. But until we do get to the top of the hour, we do have some highlights to show you and to kind of hold you over. Let's actually start with Saugatuck at Galesburg Augusta. The Rams playing their very first game at their brand new stadium tonight. Would they open it up with a big win? Well, we're going to find out. Starting off, though, and really throughout this game, it's actually the Trailblazers, and they would strike first. Bradley Moore takes the handoff and gets into the end zone from about 10 yards out. They would miss the point after, however, so only up 6-0. We're going to jump a little bit now to the second quarter. Once again, Saugatuck with the ball this time. It's quarterback Matthew Hartgernick calls his own number and goes 35 yards for the touchdown, and they would add a 2-point conversion to go up 14-0 in this game. And that would really be the theme tonight, unfortunately, for the Rams in their home debut at the new stadium. The Trailblazers would dominate this one 42-0. And let's head to Lawton now, where the Blue Devils hosted the Schoolcraft Eagles. This one would be a lot closer. We're in the second half here with Lawton hanging on to a 1-point lead, and they would add on to it with this 59-yard run from Blake Holder. 14-6 Blue Devils in this one. The Eagles, however, will get the ball next, and they would answer on this drive. Quarterback Ryan Ling connects with Isaac Nora on a screen pass, and Nora does the rest, ducking a tackle and then going 49 yards for a touchdown to tie it all up. Great individual effort by Nora on that one. Jump to the fourth quarter now. Lawton down 1 point with under 2 minutes left. Caleb Mallory gets the ball and runs it right up the middle, 5 yards into the end zone, and the go-ahead touchdown. Schoolcraft will get the ball into scoring position, down 7, but the Blue Devils would pick it off, sealing the victory 29-22. Congrats to the Blue Devils on that one. And how about another game? Mona Shores in the rain, battling it out with Union. Both teams looking for a big win. This is a great play here. The Red Hawks hand the ball off, and it's actually a little bit of trickery on this one for the huge gain. Later on in that drive, quarterback Dylan Mulcollard takes a snap, and he has his man down the sideline for an incredible over-the-shoulder catch. Later on, though, Collard would go deep into the end zone again, but it would be picked off by Amari Hall Brown. Another incredible play, 3 right in a row in this highlight. Sailors now threatening to score, and they would get the touchdown here on this wide run for the Sailors there. And then Tyrese McCorvey-Hill gets the ball on this play here. Inside run, breaks a few tackles. Really nice play here. Another big run. The Sailors really controlled the ball this game, and they would eventually go on to win this one. Another big run here and we will have a lot more coming up in a little bit in this broadcast, as well as in just a few minutes over on News 8. And we do have one more game to show you before that big show. East Kentwood squaring off against Rockford, and this one got ugly in a hurry. Rams looking to get to 7-0, and they wasted no time. Xavier Carew gets the snap on the quarterback keeper, scores there. The Falcons looking to punt on the next drive. Ball gets blocked and picked up by Rockford, and they would score again on another quick touchdown. I'm sensing a bit of a pattern here. Quarterback Drew Irwin, the senior here, throws a bomb to a wide open Camden Cruisinga, who then outruns everyone on the field and gets into the end zone. And how about one more Carew carry and score? All Rams all the time in this one. Rockford would go on to win 55-0. And as I mentioned before, all of these highlights and so much more will be coming up from across 19 total games. That's coming up in just about 9 minutes over on News 8 at 11. We do have some finals already, though, so let's go ahead and check some of those out before the big show. Here's some of the games that we're going to be talking about. Again, some really big ones. Again, we're still waiting on our system to update from a lot of them. We do have some finals in the games we just showed you, of course. Mona Shores and Union, that 43-8 stomping there. Lawton and Schoolcraft, we showed you that one. Byron Center dominating Greenville. Unity Christian taking on Hamilton, winning 44-28. Portage Central and Portage Northern, we showed you that one, 32-22. Rockford and East Kentwood 55-0, as I mentioned. Caledonia and Granville, that looks like it's going to be a great game, 38-34. Very excited to check out some of the highlights from that one, as that looks to be one of the closer games we have this night. And Forest Hills Northern and Lowell. Now that game I had been kind of keeping an eye on, had been very close, very interested to check out those highlights again, with Forest Hills Northern winning that one 23-20. That was a big-time matchup that a lot of people definitely had circled going into tonight. And, of course, you can find all of these scores right now as they start to update over on our website, woodtv.com. And while you're checking out those scores, of course, you're going to want to check out our Play of the Week winner for Week 6. We debuted them right here on the live desk on Monday, and we're ready to show you this play again from Whitehall's Kamar Reddy. He catches this pass, makes an insane ankle-breaking juke here, almost crosses himself up, but is able to stay on his feet and scamper all the way for a touchdown. Let's check it out a little bit in slow motion. Whoop! Right there. He catches just a really great ball, manages to make that incredible cut, and just finds himself with nothing but green grass ahead of him. Great individual effort there. That would prove to be a huge boost for the Vikings as they went on to defeat Oak Ridge 48-7 last Friday night. That play beat out two other great plays. That one got about 67% of the total votes, so congrats to Kamar. You are last week's top plays. And as a reminder, every Monday afternoon here on the live desk, the sports team joins me and we unveil each week's top 3 plays and then allow you the chance to vote for your favorite. And we've already seen a lot of great plays here, and we're going to be seeing a lot more coming up at the top of the hour, so be sure to tune in for that. And now, before we let you go and get set for News 8 at 11 for the full frenzy, we of course want to take a look at the Football Frenzy Tailgate, one of the great parts that we here at News 8 get to do for the football season. The Daybreak crew was up bright and early over at Muskegon Oak Ridge, where the Eagles really showed out. Even though we had to move the tailgate inside for the first time this season due to the weather, it was still a great morning. The students brought in a staggering 1,278 pounds of food. That brings the Frenzy Food Drive total this season to 51,938 pounds of food donated to local food pantries across West Michigan already. Absolutely continuing to dominate the all-time record, and we still have 2 weeks left to really climb. Can we get to 60,000? Well, next week the crew will be at Jenison High School, home of the Wildcats. Let's see how far they can push that total over next week. And as always, you can get in on the fun of giving, especially as we enter over into the holiday season. Check out your screen right now. We put it up every single week just in case you are interested. You can also find it right now on our website, woodtv.com. Just click that QR code, scan it right now. It'll take you to everything you need to know on how you can get involved with the Frenzy Food Drive. As I mentioned, I'm going to leave this up for just a little bit longer on the screen here if you are interested. And of course, you can find it anytime over on our website, woodtv.com. And of course, we did have an incredible night of high school football, as we seem to have had all 7 weeks so far here across West Michigan, and that's really going to continue into the weekend. We're in the heart of football season. Number 2 Michigan will be taking on Maryland tomorrow. Central Michigan heading to Buffalo. Western is going all the way down to Stark Vegas to take on the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Ferris State is hosting Saginaw Valley State. Grand Valley is taking on Kentucky State, and your NFC North leading Detroit Lions, gosh, I love saying that, will be taking on the Carolina Panthers at Ford Field on Sunday at 1 p.m. Absolutely jam-packed weekend of football. We love to see it. And all right, I think that is going to do it for us here on the live desk for tonight. As I mentioned, we're just about 3 or 4 minutes away from the start of the Full Frenzy coming up on News 8 at 11. So got a couple of minutes. Make sure you grab your remote. Make sure you go ahead and check it out. If you can't stay up, I know it's a little late, but if you can't stay up for it, don't worry. You can check it out in its entirety over on our website, woodtv.com tomorrow morning. And again, we're done here. We appreciate you tuning in and staying with us here late tonight on the live desk, and we really hope you have a great rest of your weekend.